I'm Lisa Falk with the Arizona State Museum, and I'm interviewing Native artists as part of the Honoring Traditions, Bridging Generations program. Can you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from and the type of artwork you do?
My name is Jeremy Johns, and I am from the Akimel Indian community, and I work mostly with traditional all-of-them basketry.
Okay. How long have you been making baskets?
It's been a couple of years now. I wasn't raised with it. Traditionally, basketry is more of a female art form. So it took a while for me to actually start up doing the baskets. I first got started actually on accident. So what happened was I was working with a basket weaver in my community, and we worked at a language department. And I would go with her to harvest her materials and help her prepare them because she gave classes. And so just inadvertently, I kind of picked up everything that she was doing, how she was preparing the materials, how she harvested them, how long she waited to dry them, everything that went into making a basket. And a couple of years later, when I got my hands on my own materials, I just started to remember everything that she taught me.
Wow. So who has been, would you say she's been the biggest impact on your work, or somebody else been a big impact on your work?
I think she's been the biggest in terms of teaching me about the art form, even though she didn't do it on purpose. But I think the person who's been most influential on my art form or my basketry would probably be my great-grandmother. Interestingly though, I never met her. She passed away a couple of months before I was born, but as I was growing up, I always heard stories about her, and we had a lot of her baskets that would line the walls in the living room, and so I was always familiar with her story and with her artwork, and I think it's had a pretty profound effect on me.
So, have you had any experience mentoring others, and has that impacted your work at all?
With artistry, not so much. Right now, I still consider myself a beginner weaver, but I'm trying to open up avenues for other people who would like to learn in my community. So I think in that sense, I wouldn't consider myself a mentor, but I'm trying to connect younger generations in my community with mentors of their own so that they can learn more about basket weaving.
Great. So we had this conversation before, but do you consider yourself an artist, a craftsman, or a native artist? And is there a difference in how you think about your work with these different labels?
Maybe out of those labels, I would probably go with craftsman. I don't think of myself as an artist. And the reason for that is mostly that where I'm from, basketry is more a representation of culture. It's not really viewed as art in the strictest sense of the word, I guess. But I would see myself as a craftsman because it's something that I do to continue the culture. It's something that I do to perpetuate these basketry techniques that have been around for hundreds or for thousands of years to make sure that they don't die out. I think the main message would be, sometimes I'll incorporate things in my baskets about where I'm from and who I am. Even within the all-of-them world, a lot of people don't know about Akchin. They think of us as, when they hear Akchin, they think of the village in Tohono all-of-them. They don't think of the actual reservation. So we are a small tribe. So I do try to include colors, red, white, and black, because those are the colors in our flag. I'll include certain little symbols that represent my ties to my community, and I think when you see those baskets, I think it's important that you see that as well as a representation of who I am and where I come from.
So what are your future plans involving your basket making?
Right now, I am actually talking to a weaver in Gila River to see if she will come out and teach our community members, whoever is interested in learning about willow basket making. Willow is a type of all-of-them basketry that is still done in the northern areas, Gila River and Salt River, but it's something that grows in Akchin, so I want people to have the access to that knowledge so they can start taking advantage of it.